Hi guys, Brendan here from Brendan Tek Tak. Welcome to lesson number 4 of series on shortcut tutorials. If you haven't watched the first 3, I would suggest you watch them first. I shall give a link in the description. In this particular lesson, we shall be dealing with editing of a video. The video is a surgical eye surgery video, but you can substitute it with any other video because the principle and the technique shall remain the same. Now we are on the shortcut interface. So the first step is to make a new project, and for that the first thing we have to select is the project folder. We will click here, and I've already created a project folder called shortcut project. You can create it on your computer, but I've created it on my SSD, which is an external drive. Till you get an external drive, you can create it on your computer itself. So we open it. The second thing we have to do in this step 1 is to name the project. We can call it FACO. And the third thing we have to select in step 1 is the video mode. You can leave it on automatic. Automatic means that the resolution and frame rate are based on the first file you add to your project. Usually Shotcut knows what to do, but since I already know the resolution of my video, I will select that, which is HD 1080p 30 frames per second. You can select 4K as well, but I'm going to select high definition 1080p 30 frames per second and press start. In step 2, we shall import media into the project or into Shotcut first. I've already put in some media videos. I'll select them and drop them into the playlist. I've got some pictures. I'll select them and drop them in the playlist. I've got a music MP3 file. I'll drop it in the playlist again. So once we have imported the videos, we will need to bring them into the timeline. In step 3, we have to bring in the media or the videos into the timeline so that we can edit them. There are many ways of doing it. I'll show you one. What I'll do is I'll double click on this surgical video, and then I will use this to drag to the place from where I want to bring the clip, maybe from here. This will be my in point, so I can press I. Then the right arrow, we drag it down to somewhere maybe here. This will be my out point, and I will press O. Now we can drag this part into the timeline, and the clip is here. In the next step, step 4, we will see what we can do with this clip. Now in this step, we will see what we can do with this clip. There are a few things which can be done. One of them is we might need to trim this from the left. In that case, we'll bring our mouse cursor here. It will turn into green bar. You hold it and drag it to the right, to the place up to which you want to trim, and you will see in the preview window only if you have your playhead over the clip. The second thing which we might need to do is trim it from the right. You bring your mouse cursor over the right edge of the clip. It will turn into 2 arrows. Click and drag to the place up to which you want to trim. So this is trimming from the left and trimming from the right. Another thing which you might need to do is you might need to remove some portion which is in the middle. Supposing you want to remove part of the clip from here up to here. So what we'll do is we will bring the playhead to the place from which we want to start removing the clip, and either click on this split to playhead icon, or we can just press shortcut S. This will cut the clip at this point. Then you can take it to the second point, which is the out point, up to which you want to remove the clip, and again either press this button or press S. It will split the clip here. So we have now the central portion, which is bordered with the red border. This is the point. This is the part which we want to remove. There are few ways of removing it. One of them is just press delete button, but that will leave a gap in between, and we can drag this part of the clip to bring it here. Probably you noticed that when I did that, it just snapped into place. That happened because our snapping is on, which you should keep it on. That will actually save a lot of headache, because otherwise if your snapping is not on, sometimes we can have gaps between clips and they will show as black areas on the screen. So clipping is on and we have brought this near. So the second way of doing it is I'll press undo again. So there is a gap. We can click on the right click and press remove. That will remove that empty space. I'll press Ctrl and Z or undo again, and one more time. So this is the clip we had selected for removing. The other easy way is to just press X. That will remove the part of the clip and also bring the clip on the right to fill in the gap. So that would be actually easier. So remember, you can use X to remove the part and shift the clip on the right to the left. So this is the other thing which we can do. So this is how we can bring in clips and trim them and remove parts of them. So to save time, I will bring in some of the clips in and we'll see what to do with them. To save time, I have split the whole video into a number of clips so that I can show you what we can do with the clips. So let's see if we play this part by pressing spacebar, and you find that you want to speed this up. What you can do is you click on properties and you see the properties. This speed is 1.0. That means this is the actual speed. So let's make it 3 times and apply. You'll see that this clip has shrunk. Actually it has become faster. So now what we can do is we select the rest of the clips by pressing shift and select all of them, and we just drag them to the left to that clip. So now that particular clip will play at 3 times the speed. So this is one thing we can do with clips. So what we can do is we can do transitions between 2 clips. That means you hold and drag it and overlap a little bit over the other clip. You will see this hourglass type of an image. That means there's a transition between these 2 clips. Let's have a look what it looks like. You'll see it's a dissolve kind of a transition, and you can change these the properties of this transition or presets to change it from dissolve to something else. What you do is you right click and go to properties And you see here under transition, you see it is dissolve. You can change it to like horizontal bar. That particular transition will come into play. The next thing I want to show you is how to zoom in to any particular video clip. Open one of the filters. In Shotcut, we have to use filters for effects. In the filters, I'll click on the plus button. You will see favorites, video, audio, and others. You click on video and you select, or you can type size, position, and rotate. This is what we need to do. Once you select that, you will see these handles there, and in the properties panel you can see the size and the zoom. If you want to zoom in, this is 100% now. You can click here and you can zoom in, and then you can reposition the video, and once you're happy with it, you can go ahead and play the video and see how it all works out. So this is how you resize or transform a clip. You can do all sorts of things with different kinds of filters. You can go ahead and check all of them, both audio and video, and you can favorite them. Like if I show you another one, we will apply the brightness filter. So you can increase the brightness. Of course, this is too much, just for demonstration purposes. We will click here to reset, and we can actually remove this filter by pressing the minus button. So the brightness filter has gone. So this is how we add different kinds of filters to any clip. The next thing we want to learn to do is how to add a video clip or a picture to the timeline. So to do that, what I'll do is I want to bring a picture into the front of the video. So I will select this clip and this clip. By pressing shift, we will select all the clips and push them a bit to the right so as to make some room for the new photograph or a video clip. So I'll bring this down into the gap and maybe stretch it a bit. So we have this picture in front of the video now. Another thing I would like to show you here is how to add text. To add text, we can either add it on the clip itself or we can add it on a separate video track. To make another video track, you right click here, click on track operations and add video track. So you have now, previously we had V1, which is video 1, and now we have video 2. So you select the clip on which you want the text, and then you click on filters, you click on plus, and you search for text and choose rich text. You will see this box here. Click here and you type whatever you need to. Like I'll type here phaco emulsification. Now this is a bit too small, so I'll select it and increase the size. I can center it and we can bring this up to make the box smaller. We can press return or enter to add another line. This is how you add text. So if we play the video now, you will see that the text is there. And now you can do a few things with this text. You select the clip, you can bring it down, and there are presets here. If you check under properties or under filters, you will see presets. Now this one can scroll up, so if you play, this will scroll up. There are plenty of them. You can go and experiment. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to add some music. For that we have to create a new track. You right click, track operations, bring add audio track. You will see that this is A1, which is the audio track. So if we go to playlist, I downloaded one MP3 file from YouTube. I'll drag it down into the audio, and you can bring it here. You will now have audio in here. You can see the waveform, which tells us that there is audio in here. Now we can zoom it out and see that the audio clip is a bit too long, so we can bring our playhead here and select the audio clip and press S. It will split the audio clip. You select the one which we do not need, which is the right side of the audio clip, and press delete. Zoom timeline to fit. That will zoom it in. So now you have added audio track, but the audio may be a bit too loud. So what we can do is, again, we can go to filters, click add. This time we need audio filter, and the filter that we need here is called gain, GAIN. You select it and you can reduce the volume to maybe -30 or something. So that will reduce the volume. You must keep saving your project. Now let's see how it sounds. We'll play by clicking here. Sounds good. I've added some transitions. They seem to be working nicely. They are simple dissolves, nothing fancy. Another thing I want to show you is that when the music starts, it starts very abruptly. So what we want to do is we want to fade in and fade out the sound. That means the sound will come in gradually and fade out gradually. So for that, we'll bring our cursor near somewhere here. You will see a black dot which is pulsating. Just bring it a little bit, drag it in just a bit. You will see a black little shadow coming up. And same thing you can do towards the end, bring it in a little bit. So this is adding a fade out. So now when we start the video, the sound will gradually come in and not abruptly. Hope you noticed that, and let's see towards the end as well. There are a couple of more things I would like to show you before I wrap up this lesson. First one is that we can resize these panels by dragging on these small little dots. We can resize them. This can become quite handy actually. The second one is I forgot to show you how to add text in a different way. For that we will need another video track. So we right click, go to track operations and add a video track, and another V2, which is the video track 2, that comes up. So now what we do is we go to open other and click on text. Here we can type in something like thanks for watching. We can change the size of the font and bring it to the middle. Okay. Once you have done that, you can bring it down onto this video track. You can put it here if you want. So you will see that text here. So this is another thing which you can do, and then actually you can drag the text wherever you want. Let's see how our video editing has come up. Just a quick look. Let's play the project. I'll skip to towards the end. Hope you liked it. Thank you. I hope this series has been helpful to you. These were actually basic techniques. Please do keep coming to the channel so that I can keep showing you other advanced features which I'll keep adding to this playlist quite often actually. So you subscribe to the channel if you still haven't subscribed, and thank you very much. Please do comment in the comments area so that I can know whether this series has helped you or not. Thank you very much and happy editing. Bye bye.